Hi there and welcome back, my friends, to Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's a beautiful day. We're sitting on our horse. This is Emmanuel Khan and we are going to meet Hare, maybe. Because we have left a message. We have let his potential bride leave a message for him. That they should meet. Let's see if we're ready. I'd rather want to have the mace in our hand. I mean, he's leading a poacher's gang. So the question is... is it dangerous or is it not dangerous to meet with him? Well, we've been here. Huh. Where is that guy? Not up here. Let's sneak a bit. Never know. Is that a trap? Below that tree. That could be the tree, right? That's a magnificent tree.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm guessing Nicholas won't be joining us. Who the devil are you?
Didn't you want to meet up with Margaret?
I thought you wanted to meet up with Margaret.
Fortunately, I'm not that much of a fool anymore. I was hoping I'd tempt Nicholas out of his lair. But let's get to the point. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I like that he doesn't attack us right away, so bonus points. I'm Henry, I'm investigating the poachers.
My name is Henry, and I work for the Master Huntsman.
So are you going to arrest me?
I am.
What?
All
no,
I
it
ask
depends,
is
is what I
listen
wanted
to me
to
first.
say. So you're innocent, are you?
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me you're innocent.
I wouldn't presume. I've been poaching on the Divish estate, and I'll take the punishment I deserve. But the crime I was nearly strung up for, that one I didn't commit.
Well, I've heard different accounts, so it might as well be possible. And no one has really seen what happened, so...
I've heard different things about your crime.
So I imagine. Lucas has told me the villagers still talk of me.
So what happened in your own words?
And how did it happen?
It's a long story.
I've got time to listen.
All right. But for you to understand, I have to start from the beginning. I was born as Hare of Zalush, the eldest son of Sidney of Zalush. My house became sadly impoverished, and I became the master huntsman at Talmberg.
Gamekeeper turned poacher. I see. That's quite a transformation.
Nicholas gave me no choice.
What happened between you and Nicholas?
What happened between you and Nicholas?
I was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his men was found dead.
And didn't they have any cause to suspect you?
That's just it, they did. At the banquet, I got into a fight with the man.
Was that Henry of Lipa?
I know Sir Hanish of Lipa. Was Sir Henry his father?
Indeed. He was on his way to Ratai to take charge of the fiefdom for young Sir Hans Capon.
Why did you fight?
Why did you get into a fight with him?
The fall of the House of Zalush was the work of the Lords of Lipa, and that fellow took great delight in reminding me of it.
And then what?
And then what?
Nicholas began to pull strings. Several people came forward as witnesses to say they saw me with the fellow later that night.
Why would he have done that?
He wanted rid of me. We were both in love with the same lass, you see, and Margaret is his wife today. But back then, there was no question which of the two of us would win her. I was the huntsman of noble blood, and Nicholas was just plain Nick. Her father's preference was clear.
Yeah, her father's, but not hers. Hers, maybe. That's the emotional stuff, right? That's not relevant how he did get free. Do you know who did it? That's the interesting question.
Do you know who did kill the man?
No. He was found in a ditch with his neck broken. He could have tripped and fallen, all on his own.
And that never occurred to anyone?
It did. But some people swore they'd seen us jostling on the drawbridge. Of course, that was Nicholas.
Now let's get to the emotional points. Did Margaret care for you? And it's interesting because then we know what Margaret thinks today, right?
What did Margaret think of you?
She took me for a fool. She only had eyes for Nicholas, but I didn't see it then. In the end, she could have saved me.
How?
She could have told the truth. After the banquet, I was with her. But when they asked her, she said she hadn't seen me that night.
Wow, that's tragic. Because she didn't want to risk her relationship with Nicholas. Oh, it comes down to a strange truth, probably. How did you get free?
How did you get out of it?
What leads you to imagine I did?
Your head's still on your shoulders, so you must have escaped somehow.
I'm alive. But my name and my family's name has been dragged through the mud. For me, that's worse than the sentence waiting for me.
You say so. But you still managed to get away.
Well, it's true. I had the good fortune to escape from the dungeon.
That's not possible. Who helped you?
From the Talmberg dungeon? That can't be done, can it?
It's not too hard when the lord of the castle himself helps you escape.
So, Divish set you free? From his own dungeon?
He couldn't offend Henry, so he had to lock me up. But he trusted me. We were friends, after all. He led me out of the castle in the night. I was given a good horse, and in a couple of days I was in Silesia. And that was the end of it. At least until now.
And why are you back? Oh, okay, to prove that you are... Okay. I mean, I believe him, but there's no proof.
Even if I believed you, there's no proof. It all happened a long time ago.
I know. But if I didn't believe in my own innocence, I'd have to be crazy to have done what I did.
Why?
If I truly were guilty, why would I risk coming back to Bohemia? I could have died in peace as a rich man in the pay of the Jagiellonians. Only a fool would come back.
Nicholas took everything you had, regardless of your guilt or innocence. I'd say you have more than enough cause to want revenge.
I'm not like him. Anyway, you're right. I don't have any proof of my innocence. All I can give you is my word.
Proof of innocence is also... It's a perversion, if you need that. Well, I believe him. For some reason, it all makes sense, because when in doubt, in dubio pro reo. When in doubt, believe the one whose life is on the line. So, the accused one, I believe you.
This is one of the most insane stories I've heard lately.
That doesn't surprise me.
But something tells me you're speaking the truth, Anakin Hare.
Thank you.
Actually, it's not so insane. I think it's
you want
not
to
so
help me,
insane.
Come to the old mine gallery in Broad Woods.
I'll be there.
I have a plan, but I need some help.
So the hare hunt is over. Cherchez la femme. I should meet him by the mine gallery, okay. This aristocrat, outlaw, and poacher hasn't had the last word yet. Expect the master huntsman and his wife will play leading roles in his plan. Yeah, who wouldn't help him, really? And from a player's standpoint, he's taking a step back. That's close by, I see. I want to have our horse near. Who knows? Maybe you will come, so to say, by foot afterwards, after us. Is that here? Oh, that's some beautiful grass, Persepolis. You go for that, right? And here's the old mining shaft. Ah, Abolitus. Yeah, let's eat that one. We've always loved these. Look at them, 3 even. There's more here, and we're a little bit hungry, so maybe we can... Let's see, it's a Lepiota. As long as it's not an Amanita, we're safe. Amanitas belong to the most poisonous mushrooms on this earth. And the funny thing is, you do not really know it before it's too late. Then your inner organs will be digested by the poison of the mushroom. And then it's hurting, and then it's nearly or mostly too late. You can only die then. So if you are into collecting mushrooms in Europe, be careful not to go for the dreaded Amanita. Hey there. Well, first let's have a look. Is anyone here around us?
So, what are you up to?
Working out how to get Nicholas's confession.
And how would you do that exactly?
Simple. I'll have him sign it. I've had the priest in Janowitz write me up a parchment. When Nicholas signs it, he'll admit to everything written down there.
How do you want to force him to do that?
He won't have a choice, or rather he will have, between his wife Margaret and the job of huntsman.
Stop talking in riddles. You're not the Riddler.
Could you stop talking in riddles and just tell me what you're up to?
It's plain enough. We'll kidnap Margaret. That's to say, you'll kidnap Margaret while I distract Nicholas. If he wants to see her again, he won't have any choice.
Not a bit much, I mean...
Kidnapping? That doesn't seem like much of a way to clear your name.
No. Take a look around you, Henry. Sigismund kidnapped Wenceslas, his own brother. And Divish was abducted by Medek of Waldeck.
True, but Sigismund and Medek kidnapped the men they wanted to bargain with. You're thinking of taking a man's wife who's done nothing to deserve it.
And what of it? Those others did it for money or power. I'm doing it to redeem my honor. And since you mentioned Margaret, she's not all that innocent. I could have swung because of her.
But that confession's just a scrap of parchment with
That's true, that's true.
What will happen to him
I mean,
after that?
after all...
That scrap of parchment is for Sir Divish and the provincial court. But we'll be generous to Nicholas and let him leave in peace before we deliver the confession to Talmberg.
So Nicholas will go free, and you'll clear your name.
Hopefully.
So what do I need to do?
I had Nicholas's prized hunting horn liberated. I'm sure Nicholas will recognize its sound from quite far off. I'll lure him out of the lodge at dawn.
And I meant to kidnap his wife while he's gone.
Of course, it would be best if she went with you voluntarily, but if not, you'll just have to drag her with you.
I think I'll enjoy it. What? What if anything happens?
I don't know. What if there's trouble?
That's why I'm sending you. I trust you. But whatever happens, Margaret mustn't be hurt. When you get her, bring her here. Then we can decide what's next.
All right.
Well, we have some experience in
Don't
knocking
forget.
out people.
Tomorrow at dawn.
The Hare's plan. I mean, where will we help him? It's relatively easy after his story, if we believe him. And it's like after traditional jurisdictional or law science, and also, yeah, after common sense, if everything's in doubt, you shouldn't believe the accusers, but the accused. That's the first thing, so we believe him. And the second thing is, we have a lot of accounts about Margaret. That is true. So different accounts. She lied to us at first, and then, if she would have just said the truth, even in private to one of the accusers, he wouldn't have these problems. And problems, I mean, he could have been killed just because she didn't want to confess. She was with her betrothed, so she did something that is definitely, well, in the direction of evil. We should correct that, so let's wander back. I mean, we're still pondering about this, so maybe we'll walk back for a change. Just enjoy that forest. Then, yeah, we'll now go to her, and abducting her, we'll try that in the next episode, I think. There's not enough time for that at the moment for me. But, yeah, so there is still some time to enjoy the forest, the beautiful forest. Maybe pick some flowers again. We could get into that again. Like, do you remember that time? Aren't we good enough, or is that? And we should really, really start to read the books. That is something we'll concentrate from now on. Concentrate on.
Hey, get out of here! It's no place for the likes of you.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Who are you? You're a poacher, or what? Hey, I
Get
can.
out of here!
Hey, it's my good right to be here.
Be off, I say.
You be off.
Be gone
Come
from
on.
here.
You cannot stand me down. I know what happens. I have nothing against you personally,
Get out of here,
but
bastard, or I shan't hold back.
I want to see what you're up to. An interesting sight. Nice.
I warned you, you cur.
Let's have a little boxing match if
Come
you're
on,
into
then.
it.
No curva. Yeah. Corva! Enough! You got me! Leave me be!
Yeah, no worries, man. You can go.
Alright, I'll let you go.
Alright! Alright! Thank you!
Just let me have a look at this in peace. What is in there? A dogwood hunting bow? Meh. What is that? A hunting cap? Give Robin Hood his cap back. Goodness. Another lucky playing by. Oh, nice. A recipe for the Nighthawk potion and the joy of gutting. Fashionable slippers too. Okay. The bow is also valuable. We'll leave it at that. That's not much. There's some antlers though. Yeah, let's leave this place, I guess. But let's bring some stuff over here to our horse. Slippers. Hunting cap. I don't know. Oh, it was the bow, yes. Dogwood hunting bow. Move that over. Ah, that beautiful pond. Now let's see if we can get to... I mean, it's a little bit... Oh, come on. Don't give me that. Can we get out of here? Okay, we should proceed into that direction, it seems. To get to Margaret. I just want to have a peaceful walk. My goodness. Maybe we'll have to get into alchemy, but I mean, I've tried it, but I don't really think. Well. Is that the feeling of dread we're having? These flowers are beautiful. If I ever have a garden, I want them. Like these blue ones. Really good. So yeah, that's back to the origins. We're back to picking flowers. There's tons of flowers here. I mean, look at that. That's crazy good. So many flowers. We'll use this to lure Margaret. Look, we're overweight now. From picking the flowers. Oh, there's chamomile. Beautiful. Hey, new level in herbalism. I cannot believe it. We're in a private area. So we're there. Let's give our horse a little bit of stuff. Yeah, the nettles. Let's move some of them over. Some of the books too. joy of gutting. The treasure maps. So we have the lucky die. And the lucky playing die. I don't know. What else do we have here? I think the special ones we have in our chest. So, well, let's have a good look here. Nice view. Thank you for watching and happy gaming to you. We'll see each other in the next episode when we try to abduct the witch Margaret or something like that. A great time until then and happy gaming. This is Emmanuel Khan signing out.